What if I told you that the guys who are getting the best results right now, the ones who are lean, strong, and can actually move, aren't doing just cardio, and they're not just lifting weights, they're doing both on purpose at the same time? That's hybrid training. And before you say, but I don't want to be a marathon runner with chicken legs, relax. That's not what this is. Hybrid training is one of the most effective approaches to fitness you can follow. And today I'm going to break down exactly what it is, why it works, and how to actually do it without destroying yourself in the process. Let's get into it. The problem, the either-or trap. Here's the mistake most people make. They pick a lane and stay in it forever. You've got the gym guys who haven't done cardio since 2017, get winded walking up to flights of stairs, and consider it a win if they don't have to park far from the entrance. Their squat is impressive. Their heart rate when jogging to the bus, also impressive, but for the wrong reasons. And on the other side, you've got the cardio crowd, running 5 days a week, doing endless Zone 2 sessions, and wondering why they still don't look stronger despite all that effort. Meanwhile, they can't open a jar. Both groups are missing something, and that something is exactly what hybrid training provides. The truth is, your body doesn't care about the labels you put on your training. It just responds to stress. Hybrid training stacks the right kinds of stress together systematically, so you get stronger and fitter at the same time. Which sounds obvious when you say it out loud. Hanjit, why hybrid training works. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body when you train. When you lift weights, you're primarily training your neuromuscular system, teaching your brain to recruit muscle fibers more efficiently, and creating the mechanical stress that forces your muscles to grow. This is your strength and hypertrophy stimulus. When you do endurance work, you're training your cardiovascular and aerobic systems, increasing mitochondrial density in your muscle cells, improving oxygen deliveries, and building your engine's capacity to sustain output over time. Here's the key insight. These two systems are not enemies. They're actually complementary. A stronger heart and better oxygen delivery means you recover faster between sets. A more powerful muscular system means you generate force more efficiently during endurance work. Each one makes the other better. Research published in journals like the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research has consistently shown that concurrent training, doing both strength and endurance work, can produce adaptations in both systems without significant interference, as long as the programming is done correctly. That last part matters, which is why we're here. The old fear was something called the interference effect, the idea that endurance work would kill your strength gains. And if you're a professional powerlifter or an elite marathoner, yeah, there are real trade-offs at the margins. But for the vast majority of people watching this video, that interference effect is dramatically overstated. The research shows that well-programmed hybrid training produces excellent results in both areas. Think of it like this. You're not trying to be the world's strongest man. You're trying to be the most capable, resilient version of yourself. That's a different goal. And hybrid training is built for exactly that goal. Practical training, how to structure Okay, so what does a hybrid training week actually look like? The core structure is simple. You're combining strength sessions with cardio sessions across the week with intentional recovery built in. Here's a solid starting framework. Monday strength, lower body squats, Romanian deadlifts, lunges, big compound movements. 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 8 reps on the main lifts. Tuesday, cardio. Zone 2, 30 to 45 minutes of easy running, cycling, or rowing. Easy means you can hold a conversation. If you're gasping, slow down. This builds your aerobic base without destroying your legs before Wednesday's session. Wednesday, strength, upper body bench press, rows, overhead press, pull-ups, push-pull, balance. Heavy, controlled, progressive. Thursday, rest or active recovery walk, stretch foam roll. Pretend you know what a mobility routine is. Even 10 minutes counts. Friday, strength, full body or weak point focus. Deadlifts, carries, core work. Address whatever your weakest at. Saturday, cardio, longer effort, a longer zone, the run or a high-intensity interval session. Pick one or alternate weekly. Sunday, full rest. Yes, actual rest. Your body doesn't get fitter during training. It gets fitter during recovery. Sleep is training. Write that down. The specifics depend on your schedule, your training history, and your goals. But the principle holds. Alternate the stimulus. Manage the load. Protect the recovery. That's the whole framework. Common mistakes. Right? Let's talk about how people mess this up. Because they do. Reliably. Mistake number 1, doing too much, too fast. You get excited, find a week 1 plan that looks intense, go all in, and by Thursday you can barely walk down the stairs. then you take 2 weeks off, then you start over. Congratulations, you've accidentally invented the most ineffective training cycle known to man. Start conservatively. You can always add volume. You can't unbury your nervous system once it's already wrecked. Mistake number 2. Running hard right before or after heavy lifting. This is where the interference effect is actually real. Separate your high-intensity cardio and your heavy strength sessions by at least 6 hours or better on different days. Low-intensity zone to the day after lifting is fine. High-intensity cardio stacked on top of leg day is a choice you will regret. Mistake number 3. Neglecting nutrition. Hypertraining is metabolically demanding. You're burning more fuel. Aim for at least 7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. No, protein shakes are not optional. Yes, meal prep is worth it. No, I won't apologize for saying that. Mistake number 4, ignoring progression. Hybrid training is not just doing random stuff. You still need to progressively overload your strength work and progressively build your cardio volume. Structured progression over 12 weeks beats heroic random chaos every time. Final insight. Here's the big takeaway. Hybrid training isn't about being mediocre at two things. It's about building a body that's strong, resilient, and capable across a wide range of demands. It's about not being the guy who's impressive in the gym, but gassed walking up a hill with his kids. It's about longevity. The research and the results you'll see in the mirror point to the same conclusion. Training both your strength and your engine produces better overall health outcomes, better hormonal profiles, better body composition, and better quality of life than specializing in only one. You don't have to choose between being strong and being fit. That was always a false choice. Hybrid training is what happens when you stop accepting that trade-off. The only thing left is to actually do it. Look, if you made it this far, you're not the kind of person who just wants a quick fix. You actually want to understand how this stuff works. And that's exactly who this channel is for. So, do me a favor. Subscribe, not for me, for the version of you that shows up to train next Monday with no excuses. New video every week. Straight to the point. No fluff and no promises we can't keep. Now I want to hear from you. Seriously. Drop a comment and answer this one question. Are you a lifter who avoids cardio? A cardio person who skips the weights? Or are you already doing both? No judgment either way. I just want to know where you're starting from. Because next week I'm building on exactly this. And knowing where you're at helps me make content that actually matters to you. And if you've got a training partner, a mate, a brother-in-law who's been going in circles at the gym for 2 years, send him this video. It's free. It might be the thing that finally clicks for him. All right? Go train. I'll see you in the next one.